Namaste. Namaste, my Phoenicians. My big cat Phoenicians. Divine Feminine.
Power up.
It is your time.
Bluetooth mode.
Come in, don't be scared. I've got intel. As those of you joined me in harnessing the energy of the quickening, offering up prayers of thanks and gratitude to the Most High Father God for his continued grace, protection, and guidance. We are, oh goodness, I'm dropping everything on the floor. There's so much slippery stuff around here. Yeah, slippery things that need to be looked at during this spiritual journey, this awakening somewhat. We're going to go into the planetary energies first. Got me notes. Saturn is still in Aquarius and it's still squaring Uranus in Taurus. As I said, a frustrating aspect. The beginning of changes. Some may be unpleasant. But me personally, I'm going for the uncomfortable because that is where you grow. This is where your essence, your Christ consciousness stems from, darling dear. To circumvent these energies, you have to be like an ibex, darling dear. Law 48 of the 48 laws of power. Adapt and be on the move, as only a big cat can, divine feminine. Jupiter is now in retrograde for the next 4 months, dear. It's also the first day of summer, the longest day. To embody the serendipity of this particular day is to listen to your intuition in order to find your way. All these slippery things about to slip off. Right. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection. Gosh, my robe is trapping me to the chair. Good God. Yeah, it used to be the picture of karma until I released myself. Once I released myself from the robe that was trapping me. What's going on here? Mercury retrograde has got hold of my music. Just a second, please, dears. I can't believe this. Just a second. I've got to just sort this out because I'm trying to connect. I'm not going to go away. I'm just going to now. Let's get this music rolling on again. What's going on? Mercury retrograde still want to hold the big cat, but it can't keep a big cat down. Not for long. We're going to take the life lesson. What lesson do we need to take from the spiritual quickening that we harnessed those energies as we gave thanks, showed offerings of gratitude, looked at the journey, the ultimate goal? What life lesson does divine feminine take on this auspicious day? Right? Love and light, darling dears, from the angels above. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. Let's get a look at the book. Love and light is on page 59, a 5 and a 9. 5 is the energy of Taurus, the Hierophant. My God card in tarot. We also have the energy of a 9. This is the Hermit, Virgo energy. Self-improvement, self-examination, understanding of self. This is the whole purpose of your journey, darling dears. Because in understanding self, you find purpose. Let's go to page 59. You are a conduit of God's pure light and love, and you bring this healing energy through your prayers. Pinkies up. Visualizations and positive intentions. This is your life purpose. Although it may seem non-specific, rest assured that your prayers have helped in significant specific ways. You are anchoring divine light and love to the earth, which is ensuring that the planet is safe, stable, and protected. Please keep up this good work as it's necessary and valuable. You can also channel this purpose in other ways as well. For example, your natural spiritual gifts make you a wonderfully successful healer. Whether you conduct energy work, counseling, or some other form of physical or psychological therapy, always remember to bring through the divine healing force. Call on Father God at any time. Psalms 91:1. This card also signifies that you can heal your present situation by applying light and love to it and everyone involved. Hold only positive and loving thoughts and feelings and watch the blessings multiply in beautifully surprising ways. A series of fortunate events, I say. Serendipity, darling dears. The quickening has given you what? A new level of love and light. This is also what? Approval from your ancestral team, darling dears. As you've been chosen as from your lineage to break generational curses. Divine Feminine, you are understanding your role, why you was chosen as the black sheep, different from all around you. As you become more aware of your self-worth, you jettisoned those bottom feeders away. It was begone with the back, front, neck stabbing snake of it all. Some of you have found, you cleared out so many people, you found yourself on your own. Uno, single. You may have progeny, but you are on your own. It was by divine design. Because you needed to think clearly, darling dear. You needed to be amongst your own energies so that you could tap into that Christ consciousness within. You had to learn and grow in order to bask in the prosperity and abundance promised to you in your Akashic records. Your snapshot of said records is your birth natal chart, darling dears. I've beseeched you many times to go and find out about yourself. Yes, it looks like Swahili written in Japanese, but as spirit pours more into you through your crown chakra, it's like a light bulb going off, darling dear. Love this energy. Right. Peep at the bottom. Divine is giving you what? A blank canvas. The angel is also standing in front of an archway. Archways are doorways to new beginnings, new possibilities. It speaks about what? The openness of learning new things, allowing spirit to pour into you as you know that your passage is protected and guided, Divine Feminine. Seeing an angel on a card always speaks of good news in all love-related matters, whatever you've poured your energies, your passions into with love. You're about to see a fortunate return, prosperity, growth, understanding. This also speaks about the light within, as you healed in the DNS, learned how to make your way on this Malkuth. Some of you have come out with proper skills, blood. Maybe even frightening to yourself how intuitive you are at this moment in time. We see two angels, you know about duality. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. As you bossed up, as only a big cat can, your creativities are in the multitude, darling dear, and Spirit wants you to know and understand you can capitalize off of that. Why? Because you're giving back. Whether you're a teacher, a painter, a cook, you could even be a mechanic. It's because you are putting that essence of love into your creativity. This is how you give back. Love it. You got a blank canvas, darling dears. Let me put one more light on this subject. Yeah, just lit up my sunflower. Can't even see it. Everything is hidden. Until you step back and get a better perspective, everything is a sign in my messages. Please thumbs it up one time if you're enjoying the message so far, darling dears. We're also going to get 2 more messages. What about this love and light? This abundance, this new way, this thankless task. We at first thought it was a thankless task because coming off of dysfunction and stripping the layers as Morpheus did in the Matrix, posh clap, in order to get to the oneness, surpassing ego into the subconscious, creating in Kether and drawing the law of attractions onto Malkuth. Your journey's become easy. Why? Because you're Ibex, Divine Feminine. Understanding and knowing that full-on pressure, right, turns coal into a diamond. It takes time, and you are definitely a diamond in the rough. As you tap into your creativities, darling dear, in order to get to your 5 streams of income. Your guardian angels and spirit wants you to understand that drawing arm, pentacality to you, money is energy. You have duality, you have balance. Balance is like the 2 pillars of wisdom that the high priestess sits in front of. Boaz and Jashin, completion and beginning. This is your becoming. How you step into this becoming, you have to be what? Like a gangster, a silent gangster. Nobody hears the cat coming. They try to put a bell on it. Yeah, indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of your life. Divine, again, is pointing to what? Your 3rd eye. Highly intuitive, as HEYOKA, empath, the highest version of empath. Indecision is not something that you need at this stage of your journey, darling dears. Always put your 3rd eye on that bitch. I'm talking about what? Dropping down and getting your eagle on. Indecision is what? Fear. And we've what? Translated to fear into feel everything and rise, darling dear. Indecision is a thing of the past as you shine love and light. Go to Father God at any time for answers. Mother Isis. Why do I speak about Mother Isis, Goddess Isis? Because she is known as the giver of life. Why? She was able to put back together her husband Osiris after his jealous brother Set cut him into many pieces. Jealous of the fact that, why did Set do it? Because he was wicked, blood. Just like what? Judas. Stabbed him in a brotherly embrace. Cut him to shreds. But Isis was able to find every piece and put him back together. I believe the only piece she couldn't find was his futon, if my memory serves me correct. So she made a different one. Boy, they was using the what? The didgeridoo, those vibrating friends, even back then, darling dear. She still wanted to get her thing on. Hey, listen, I'm not a hater. I'm just telling you what I know. What else is peeping out? Honesty. Yes, baby. The Queen of Swords of it all, darling dears. This is about you, what? Having gone through many, many situations that kept you indecisive. But you understood from when you turned your back once and for all, made up your mind, knowing that you need rely on nothing but Father God Most High, because man will always fail you. Lead with integrity at all times. Telling the biggest and hardest truth is to self. I can't always expect the truth from others. Oh, hell no! Mm-mm. Red flag, warning. Listen, I need one of those. Woo, woo, woo. No. Mm-mm. Because they've got agendas, darling dear. Plans within plans that involve if shit and subterfuge. But I can expect it from myself. Be honest and speak your truth at all times. People may think you're what? Opinionated and critical. No, it's because you speak the truth, Ruth. Pinkies up. Bit of peep at the base. Yes, baby. Somebody's feeling proper guilty. Guilt and full of shame. I can't even ring the bell. Yes, baby. Guilt and shame. Mm-hmm. Unable to what? Release their beliefs, right? Um, um, certain thought patterns, negativities, right? That is affecting their growth. Somebody is guilty and stuck in ghetto Groundhog Day, darling dears. We have the sacral chakra, right? This is about what you attract to you. This is somebody what? Reaping what they sowed. Your hands have to be clean and your heart pure. Somebody's getting a taste of their own medicine at this moment in time. Oh well, let's move on. Haven't got time for bottom feeders and their mistakes. Too busy getting great. Because you know, Big Cat, Divine Feminine, it's not over until you win. If you ain't won, it ain't over. Love it. One stick of dynamite today. Big Cat Chronicles continues. Yes, baby. The energy of the High Priestess and the Magician, those badass alchemist ways. This is telling me that you are highly intuitive, as I already said. HEYOKA, Your Majesty, sit back down on your throne. There's no need for uproar. Forgive my what? Talking out of turn, darling. Dears. As above, so below. You have the intellect, right? Divine is gifting you with all of the tools to co-create whatever you want. Did I draw them yet? I'm going to put some charms into here, right? Let me put them now. And see what comes up at the end of the read. So you have to hang in to the end, guys. I'm not going to look. I'm going to look away. I am looking. How can I show you the whole screen of me? Listen, trust me, Minaya, look. All right, let's get a nice amount. I'm not going to see it as I take it out. Right, put them all in there and we'll leave it to the end. Right. Imagine that. Your team is hard at work. So this is a time for you to what? Pay attention to your intuitive impulses, the signs and the signals, right? If you're seeing reoccurring numbers, go and find out the angel meaning. It's an important download, right? It's an arrow to point you in a different direction or to show up a particular what? Perimeter. Because you know, infiltrators, Agent Smith affiliates, Ecopraxic, right? The Jelly Bogeli, right? Those family members, right? Those ex-friends, ex-partners, right? They're going to try and come back in. We're still in Mercury retrograde. If not them, it's what? A flying monkey, a merchant of slander on the balls of their feet, quick to run and do wickedness and try and corrupt your ear chakras and your eye chakras. This is about you what? Protecting your love and light. Knowing the truth of every situation intuitively because it is sent to cause indecision, right? And hinder your journey, keep you stagnant and stuck, worrying about a bottom feeder. I think not. I think not. Had to put my back into that. My eyes have fallen on the runes. Gonna go back to the dominoes again. I haven't finished with it yet. Oh, 4. Energy of what? Aries, the Emperor, protector and provider. I told you, Father God's energy is all over this particular quickening. During this Mercury retrograde, you are being tossed a coin. Heads you win, tails you lose. You have to choose. This is not about throwing the coin up in the air. This is about you placing it on the side and you determine how things are going to go. My right hand is itching me, big cat. Scratch with me because I'm telling you, abundance is afoot. Continue to what? Bless yourself with honesty. Because in honesty, you find direction. The first rune I pick up is Geraldine. This is the Wheel of Fortune. And you know, please excuse me, the Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter. Love Jupiter. Me love me some Jupiter. And this is in the upright. You know what I mean? Retrograde to the winds because fortune is at your back. Great fortune. Jupiter comes in with the key word of expansion. This is about what? Harvest season, darling dear. Because your direction, the path that you was on previously, the one that you was when you was amongst the bringers of the darkness, right? Those from the mud hut, right? 911, Freddy Krueger Lane, and you know the flying monkeys that live 2 streets over at Loser Lane. Yeah. Once you've ripped away all of that, she's naive. Understanding expansion and growth is your go-to move, divine feminine. 10 is also represented by completion. It also represents what? Ending of a cycle in order for new renewal, rebirth. Again, law 48 of the 48 laws of power, as well as what? Law 25 in this rebirth, being adaptable and on the move. You've recreated yourself. You are not the same cat you once was, divine feminine. Your energy alone, the love and light that you are being blessed with at this stage of the game, shines through. Blessed and highly favored are always under surveillance. I've told you this many times. As I was saying before I interrupted myself, this is represented by the number 40 and 43. This is an extremely fruitful season for you, darling dears. You must be in expectation mode. It's represented by the letter J for jackpot. Yes, love it. Posh clap. This also again speaks about what? A chance to change, see things from a different perspective, realize how wealthy, how much your spiritual bank has been topped up to the point of overflowing. It's about your perception of things, darling dear. And baby, in this season, you need to be like Neo. Negative energies, right? Those bringers of the darkness, those ones that lead with, oh, I've never got enough. Listen, block them bitches, blockity, block Easter Island, Stevie Wonder. Cut it off at the knees, blood. I don't care who it is. What do you mean, Timmy? Timmy is full of fuck shit and zemblanity and wants you to have a share of that You can't even listen to nobody else and their negativities. No, because as a HEYOKA, your nature is to take on the energies around you. We ain't got time for that, right? You ain't. None of us know the day, the hour, or the minute that we go back to sit at Father's feet as what? We get weighed up in judgment, darling dear. We are all aspects of Father God. We have free will on this Malkuth. Father God wants to see how you showed him through your actions, your works, your deeds, what you conquered. And let me tell you something, Father God loves him some ibex. Hey, hey! Especially a divine feminine ibex. And you know that gender is fluid in tarot, whether you are male or female. You are incorporating the what? The nurturation and lovation of it all. Let me go back to the domino, right? Because the 3 goes to the energy of what? The Empress, darling dears. Love of self, right? Knowing your worth, sitting on your throne, not getting off your throne where you've got cake and kumquats, right? And infinite possibilities, right? To what? Tongue wrestle with dickheads. They've got nothing to lose. You've upgraded spiritually. It wasn't easy. None of us love the DNS. No, we don't love it. But it's about the lesson. Your spiritual team is like, yeah, I know it hurt. I know that you felt alone. But did you get the lesson? Did you? The one speaks about what? Evaluating everything that comes towards you at this moment in time, because you are in tip-top attraction mode. That means that you will be attracted to, right, and attractions of, right, all the blessed as well as the bottom feeder. This is where you what? Drop down and get your eagle on it, right? And read the energy of the room. Wherever you step, read the energies. Not with your eyes, darling dear, with your third eye and your solar plexus. If it starts turning anti-clockwise, you will feel it. Abort, abort, abort. Leave immediately. Zemblanity is there. You know, aplenty and waiting to draw you in. The energy of the 2 speaks about the keyword adventure. This is an extremely lucky period. I've just told you this. Not only that, with the Wheel of Fortune. Come on. Love and light. Pink is up. Yeah, even spiritual people have to eat. Yes, we do. This is about unexpected blessings, good news being approached. You're getting good news sent to you. Could be email, whatever. But whatever news, intel that you get, Divine wants you to use it to your benefit. Direction is in the message. This is also speaking about you looking more gorgeous, fabulous, and lovely to others in the form of compliments. Take them with grace, darling dear. Don't say, oh, this old thing, or just say thank you. Don't explain how beautiful, wonderful, and gorgeous and fabulous you are. It's already apparent. Come on. This also speaks about what? Somebody's having issues, debts. Yes, baby. The guilty and the forgotten, the pet cemeteryites. Right? As you can look what's underneath that, continue to make healthy choices. Why? Because you was in service. You are a light worker starseed. Right? They're having issues with their pentacales, darling. The karma always hits you up in the wallet first and puts you around what? Pentacale drainage. This is this is the what? The feeble-minded against the what? The simpletons. Using what? Their public image as the only image they've got. They can't afford it in the background. No. This also, the energy of the 2-1 speaks about a visitation of an old friend. Just saw 33 on the clock. Some of you will be getting what? A spiritual visitation. You're going to feel their energies around them. Possibly you've been asking questions of them. You're going to feel their energy and be pointed to a direction that you must act immediately on, darling dears. And as I said before, avoid zemblanity. Law 10 of the 48 laws of power. Because as you continue to what? Bathe yourself in the grace, divine feminine, from Father God Most High, as you paint on this blank canvas, right? Always remember to paint in love and from your passions, darling dear, because that is where you will find your abundance. Right. Let's get back to the other runes, right? Because this is answers, right? The magician on its face, darling dear. High commander Decepticon, right? A manipulator, right? Who likes to manipulate. Imagine that. Ha ha! Yes, baby. Whatever actions, right, they put into place, right? They was brisk. They feel that they hurried their action. They was too speedy, right? Because Jera also represents change. This con person feels that they was too quick to make a significant change in their life. They lied their way into a situation, right? And hadn't what? Fully, fully extricated themselves from a previous situation. That means something to someone. It sounded like a tongue twister, but that's the message I just got. This is the letter A, darling dears. On its face, the number 4 and 7. This person, right, made a lifetime's journey of misunderstanding you, your efforts, and your whole being. This person is what? A professor of what? Grandiose and delusion. Vain. So therefore they are codependent. They need the adulation of others. And they're extremely bored in what they've co-created. Listen, this looked like the mud hut to me, and I don't have my telescope. Mm-mm. The letter A on its face, darling dears. hmm This person is what? The professor of poor planning. And are being what? They are receiving what? A lot of shame. And they feeling extremely guilty. Why? Pourquoi? Yes, we get French sometimes. You know how it goes. Right? Because we've even got Lagaz. This is the hangman on its face, the letter L, represented by Neptune energy. This person is in deep despair, confused, right? Stuck in the middle of wrong decisions. In some cases, they're feeling like off in themselves. Listen, this is one of the narcissist's favorite go-to moves. I'm going to off myself. They call you to tell you that. Listen, what? Listen, like I said to you many times, I was letting the advert go past. It is your duty as a unique spiritual being, right? Having a human experience, realizing that you're a big cat, right? To call the emergency services and direct them to their mud hut, right? Don't go over there. You've seen the first 48. You have seen Crime Watch Daily. And in some cases, they are so twisted in their minds that as you grow, right, and continue to what? Stretch out your paws onto what? Your 5 streams of income, link up with your true soul family, find happiness. What from within? They want to out your light. This also speaks about somebody actually being released from prison, right? Where they put the prisoners. This person was up to some what? Con person shit. This is about an was it misappropriation of funds right next to Gerard? Yes, baby, then I let out the thief. Hide your wallets, hide your wife, hide your kids. Can a thief be rehabilitated? Boy, that's a deep question. It's like, that's a very deep question. Because a narcissist, right, can only be as faithful as their opportunity. So I don't know. Will a thief still want to steal if they've got the biggest opportunity of their? I don't know. It's not my path, but it came up anyway. Somebody's going to be released from prison after they misappropriated funds, right? Could be an investment fund, somebody's I'm hearing pension scheme. And being released from prison, they are in full on homosexual mode, mate. They need to get to a mobile. They need a domicile, right? That a chicken head, right, is going to provide, right? As they turn them into Lot's wife while they get themselves together. We also see the what? Othello. The letter O. right? And F, this is represented by the World card on its face, darling dears. On its face. Represented by the letters F and O for fuck out of here. Somebody you skidded out from. Someone who you did the tinky winky from, right? They're not having a nice time. This manipulator is being manipulated, right? In a situation that they're seeing from a different perspective. They're realizing what? They're around the breadcrumber is around the breadcrappers. Ha ha! Imagine that, divine feminine. 139 in the chat. Please hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying this read. Othello is represented by the number 84 and 87. It's ruled by Saturn, right? Saturn is the planet of what? It brings gifts, right? As well as limitations, lessons, hard lessons. Somebody's going through some hard lessons. They're getting it without Vaseline, darling dear. Reminds me of one of my other favorite films, Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead, where they was getting buckwheat. Somebody was looking at buckwheat. I'm not going to tell you what that is. If you're interested, go and watch that movie. It's very interesting. I've got another favorite film as well, The Matrix. Love it. Oh, and Blade. Yes, I've been a bit codependent on those movies over the times. Anyway, listen, I digress again. Right? Someone did not welcome this ending, the situation where you left. Not only did you left, you left. You bossed up on a midge. You are embodying the magician as well as the high priestess, darling dear. This is about embodying the law of attraction, knowing that the quickening, right, the grace that you were so grateful for is being what blessed in turn. And there's nothing like grace being offered on a platter for all eternity to buck up a big cat and get you gone, right, into your purpose, right? Because on tarot, the regular Rider-Waite tarot deck, most tarot decks, you see the high priestess sitting on her throne. She's also holding, right, a scroll that says tarot. So this is about you having a deep understanding, being gifted with downloads, signals, signs, pointing you to what? Your Shangri-La, darling dear. Love it. Posh clap. Right, let's get some cards. I'm going to use my big deck. I love this deck, you know. I love this deck. Thank you, Colin G. They can't fit in my hands, but I love them so. There's not a lot of detail on it, but it really does pique my subconscious to just get some more morsels out, because yeah, I know how the big cat loves intel. I loves it too. Right. What was the primary issue, right, in regards to this particular spiritual journey that you went on, Divine Feminines? This is what we want to know, right? This is about getting to the true depth of what you have to conquer in order to become the big cat and be crowned as the baddest of them all. Hey, hey, right? Balancing out what? Indecision with true honesty, using your third eye, right? Big cat. It's to gain a new perspective. Divine wanted you to be able to see things from all angles. And not be a what? A victim. Because this particular hangman is covered in what? Purple and blue, right? Purple and blue is about your intuition, your imagination. This is also your authenticity, darling dears. The way you self-express. It's also represented by the planet Saturn as well as Mercury, right? Mercury is about your intellect, as I said. You've been gifted with what? Hindsight 2020, being able to see things from a different perspective, step back and see the bigger picture. This is what? No longer being imprisoned by dysfunctional paradigms. You've had to give back the wood. This is not the season, right, of being in service to what? Blood clot or blood clottery, dears. It doesn't go with your hairline, nor the gifts that you are being given in this season. I'm going to take a deeper look as we go through. What motivated you to go on this quest for truth, this quest within? What was the deeper motivation behind it? This one. Thank you. Good golly and gosh. 9 of Wands. Spiritual mastery. On its face, darling. Cheers. Sorry, the hangman was water and Neptune energy. And you know, Neptune is the planet of what? Delusion, right? But it's also spirituality. Some of you was felt disillusioned on your journey. You wondered, is it working? It worked. It worked, bitch, in ways that you can't even understand. And I say, bitch, as a term of endearment, darling dear, because you the baddest of them all, divine feminines, the baddest, whether male or female, right? Because you're embodying the magician as well as the empress. This is what you came out of the DNS with, right? Spiritual mastery, 9 of Wands, right? Understanding no weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper, Isaiah 54:17, right? You'll be able to recognize the unstable and betrayal, right? Before they can pop it off. This is you having what? Overcome insurmountable difficulties that was deliberately put in your way. Could be by as many as 9 people, or you was what? Cut to the white meat 9 times before you said, hey, oh, you've got to go. Yeah, vamos, dos vidania to that blood clottery, right? Leave the guilty, right? With what? Unhealthy choices. Love it. Because on the base of this deck, somebody wants to come through with a bull. I'm going to have to take this one out. I'm listening. Going to have to come out. Someone wants to come through with a bullshit apology, right? With a cup of opium, right? This is somebody who is immature, emotionally manipulative to the 10th power, right? This person was abused in their childhood and they did not choose to ascend, right? Step out and look at it from a different perspective. No, no, this person used those energies to beat others, right? This person wants to apologize. They'd like to come back and hope for you what? Hopium, darling dear, hopium. Page of Cups on its face, darling dears. This person also what has a bit of a tendency to be what? Envious and jealous, right? They've been affected with what? That syndrome called what? Children of the corn eye, mouth breather. Yes, baby. Their life has been what? Unproductive. I told you. The guilty are living amongst what they created on this Malkuv. But it's of meager consequence to the divine feminine at this stage of the game, right? This person would like to come back. They want to test to see if you're vulnerable. Some of them want to know if you're still hanging on waiting. Are you waiting, big cat? They wants to know if you're waiting to be a cum bucket, right? If you've got a vacant orifice, right? For them to embed if you are of childbearing age, a child that they're not going to help you look after, right? Because they're still a child themselves. And in some cases, this person didn't come through with their what? They is it what's that word? Bisexual. They didn't tell you about their true tendencies, so they need to stay away. You can be what you want in this 21st century. Everybody is living their well. That's not everybody because I'm telling you the ecopraxis current legion trying to live someone else's best life. They want to come and live your best life with you. They want to come back, right? Notice that the cup is turned over, kicked over, right? They've got nothing to offer up to your table except what? Tantrums and Guantanamo Bay on crack. Yes, baby. That's what they want. Well, look at this in a deeper look in a minute. This looks like it's going to be a long one, guys. Buckle up, babe, because we still have to go back and look at the charms at the end. What area in your life at this moment in time, divine feminine, is causing you to be what? Pressed, pumped, and perturbed? Let's air it all out today. Two. Oh, somebody who's going to try and block your blessings, right? This could be a marriage, ending of a relationship. This could even be a job, right? Where you're not feeling emotionally fulfilled, right? This is about you, what? Moving away from principalities, right? Even those that don't expect your spiritual nature. Even though it's written in the atmosphere that you are highly intuitive and that you are special, that you are one of the 144,000 of this generation, earmarked by your lineage, your ancestors, to help awaken other big cats to the divinity within. Mhm. Some of you are still emotionally attached to the dysfunctional, right? Patterns. This is about you, what? Releasing it in order to get the 10th cup. Spirit ain't ramping with you today. This is Taurus Hierophant energy on its face, darling dears. On its face. You're wondering how you're gonna what? Adapt to the disorder and it's not about you conforming to the disorder, darling dear. It's about you creating your 10 cups by your damn self. This is about you filling them all up. Emotional maturity. Whatever is going against your your rules at this moment in time, this is about you what? Turning your back on that situation, right? And filling up your own 10 cups because you know the truth. Why? Because you felt it in your solar plexus, your heart chakra. And by what? The downloads, the signs and the signals that you've been seeing. Some of you, right, are still hanging around waiting for a divorce to come through, feeling as though this is going to bring you emotional fulfillment. No, darling dear. Spirit wants you to know what? Get on, right, with co-creating, right, with Father God, Mother Isis, right, your life. Don't wait for the outcome, right, because you're dealing with dickheads, right, with a bottom-feeding agenda, right, full of what? Gingivitis, because they lie. Once they finish licking the devil's balls, they want to come and discuss what? Contracts and terms with you. No, babe. Go and fill up your own 10th cup, right? Leave it to the spirit, your spirit guide, your ancestral team. There's a price to pay. Mm-hmm. What events around your current situation does the divine feminine big cat prototype need to be aware of? What event? No longer looking at things from a what? A tunnel vision. This is about you opening up your whole third eye, your consciousness, understanding everything fully. Good God. Hey, hey! The fourth card signifies what, right? Events in your current condition that you need to be aware of. You need to be aware that you're that bitch. Yes, baby, the Queen of Pentacles comes through for you. Posh clap. Love it, right? I'm saying the Queen of Pentacles and it's the Queen of Wands. So this is about you plan, plotting, and strategizing, and this is about you getting many bags because the Queen of Wands knows how to be determined, right, and focused. I told you you're looking good, lovely, fabulous, and gorgeous. You are a beacon of light, right? Look at the sun around your head. This is about being divinely illuminated to what's going on, right? How to circumvent it. This is also about you being brave. Proud of your accomplishments, up to date. This is also speaking about new social success. I told you, I've been telling you, divine feminine. Anything you're invited to at the moment, as long as it's not from a bottom feeder from the past, because you don't need to waste your energies, go. And make sure you go overdressed, darling dear. Yes, baby, because you've got it like that. Posh, clap, pinkies up. The Queen of Wands is represented by fire as well as water energy. This is about you knowing that you are a natural born leader, using your intuitive skills and looking sexy, I might add, and successful while you're doing it. This is about you using occult knowledge in order to what? Harness abundance. What occult knowledge? Your birth natal chart, darling dear. I've told you many times how to find the pentacles, but only once you've healed. Right? Moving away from the what? The betrayation of it all. Ten of Swords. Whomsoever you left behind, they are sleeping on the sword that they had for your back. You had the foresight to take the sword out, the knives, right, and cut the cords, right? Lean into your spirituality, right? Asking Father God to lead and light your way, right? Be your protector, provider, guide, and comfort. And you was granted those wishes, right? Because whomsoever you left in the past, they're on a knife's edge, blood. The betrayer, right? The manipulator is being manipulated because they listen, honesty is not a go-to move. And I told you, it's the breadcrumbers amongst the breadcrappers. Yeah. Final advice for divine feminine as they what? Bathe in the glow of the quickening, the spiritual quickening. Having the foresight to recognize fresh shits shining in the sunlight. Yeah. Knowing that they are under surveillance as only the blessed and the highly favored always are. Why? Because Sputnik needs to what? Get their echopraxic on. But you can't copy an original, especially when it's the prototype, darling dear. There's only one of you, big cat. Only one. Always 1,000 steps behind. Final advice on this tableau of lovely gorgeousness. Learning a new perspective, right? Untying yourself, right? You give back the wood. You gave back the wood. No, sir. This card is also reminding me of Leo energy. Tapping into the arm, solar plexus of it all. Focus your willpower, divine feminines, right? Because that is where you will gain confidence, right? And in that confidence, you will be assertive. Your self-esteem is putting all eyes on you because you are self-assured, highly intuitive. People are recognizing this now. Some of them might have even called you a witch, said what you was doing was the devil's work, right? But all mouths are being shut as you are celebrated for same-sex gifts. Yes, I love it. Look what jumped out. Final advice. Three of Pentacles and the World card. Come on, big cat. And you know the three of the energy is the energy of the Empress. You are that bitch. I told you, it's a term of endearment in this particular circumstance, right? World card, this is new beginnings, right? Having completed cycles like a badass, right? With badass alchemist ways, big cat, divine feminine, celebrate yourself. Again, this goes back to, right, you being the artist, the professor of the puzzle. You are in tip-top manifestation mode, able to co-create whatever you want, right? Why? Because you went naked before the divine. You gave it to God. This is why Mother Isis was allowed to what? Bring you back from the dead. And your Lazarus, right, is fortunate because it brings in true teamwork, partnerships. It also speaks about you what? Having possibly a platform, right? You see the World Wide Web, right? My Three of Pentacles is being on social media, being recognized, right? Adored for your creativities, darling dear, and being paid top coin. Why? Because you will be recognized as a major craftsperson in your field first. Nobody remembers second. This is why Divine is gifting you with first place, darling dear. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Oh, I love that. Gave me chills. And again, it brings, look, the bottom feeding pet cemeteryites that you had to leave behind because they were full of gingivitis and starvation, right? As their world is turned upside down, Divine is gifting you with a whole new canvas. Why? Because you are that star. This is about spirits being raised, right? Yes, baby, spirits being raised. This is your ancestral team to assist you. Why? Because you got that glow and you understand your purpose. And your purpose does not involve F shit, right? Because it does not, simply does not go with your waist trainer, your hairline, your eyelashes, or that new chest you work so hard for in the gym because you are that bitch or garçon. Pentacali, Mr. Pentacali, you say, love it. Posh clap, nothing like the advice of knowing that you will be able to set, right, the future that you want for generations to come. We see a 3 here. It could mean for the next 3 generations, but you also see the world card. She's standing on the 8. Come on, big cat. Know your role. Life is just what? A stage. And those that you had to jettison from your life were just actors that couldn't go where you was going. Um, yes, baby, they couldn't. You would have never been able to reach these levels of enlightenment, right? And be living and sitting on the seat of gratitude as you are continually what? Being washed with grace. Always pay attention to the journey. It's not the destination, big cat. It's how you circumvent and grow and tap into infinite possibilities. Because you are sunflower. Yes, baby, grow under any condition. Let me just clarify these upside down cards, and I've got to get out of here because I've been here so long. Spiritual badassery, right on top of the Queen of Wands, darling dear. This goes to 10 of Wands. It's in the reverse, right? This is a burden that you just had to let go. Look at the big picture. Stand outside, understanding that possibly the black sheep, possibly what? The put upon partner, right? These people chose to sit in misunderstanding about you. Oh, got to cut my fan on now. It's getting hot in here. Then use the ministry spiritual badassery. As I said, the 9 of Wands on its face, darling dears. Realizing that you had to remove yourself from a situation. There was too much competition. You was in the dickheads was in competition with you, right? They should have been what? Patient and vigilant. And now they get to watch your come up, right? From the nosebleed section. It also speaks about you having whatever strengths you need, right? Being gifted to you by spirit to carry on, right? Look, because it's the truth roof. What did we say at the top of the read? Honesty always starts with self, darling dears, right? This is also a season of clarity. Nobody can approach you with full swanky because you hold the sword of truth. Pinkies up. This also speaks about a new beginning. A new direction. This also the Ace of Swords is also right assured success and victories, right, and optimizing every opportunity that comes your way. Love that. What about this bottom feeder, right? The one with the cup of opium, right? Would like to cut through during Mercury retrograde for one more round, Julie, right? Lord, they're delusional, right? Full of pessimism and resentful of you. Right, listen, truth seeker, bottom feeder. Yes, baby, right next to each other. What do they want? Oh gosh, did you see that? All of the cards fell out on their face, darling dear. This person is what? Beset, right? With bad luckiness. I'm talking about debt. Not only spiritual, debt, on the physical as well. They owe it to everyone. This person is full of materialism. And they're a narcissist to boot, darling dear. Spiritually bankrupt and pocketers. Buddy, have you got a dime? Yes, baby, the original come up king or queen. We've identified them many times as what? Little finger. Prakala or Prakalisha, right? I told you somebody, right, has misused, misappropriated funds and they're coming out of prison. They went to prison for it, right? Anyway, this person that would like to come through with opium, right? Slippy off your flip-flop, right? They're coming to offer you what? Confusion, right? Limit all of your choices, right? Bring confusion right into your cranium, right? Get you straight, as Safari says, back into the DNS, darling dear, right? Ghetto Groundhog Day. This is what the homosexual wants, right? They want it. Conceited. They think they've got some kind of pull. They still believe that they've got some kind of emotional hold of it. Silly, silly rabbits. Silly rabbits! No, right? I've got to stop saying right because it sounds so wrong when you say it so many times. This person, they broke a covenant, possibly with you. It could be a marriage, a friendship, right? If I say a friendship, stop me every time I say that R word. Hierophant on its face. This person is what? Or people. They challenged everything that you brought to the table. They didn't want to build with you, right? Ugh, stop saying right! Oh my gosh! Woo! They didn't want to build with you. They came with disorder. They came, right? They didn't come to bring peace. No. Mm-mm. But what they didn't understand is that you would be able to find those 10 cups on your own. Self-love, self-improvement, self-care. Divine gave you the wisdom, right? See, I've said it again. The wisdom of knowing when to act and when to watch. This is about you watching, darling dear. Watching with your 10 cups. Let me see what Kipper says about this. And we've got to push off because we've been here some time. And then we've got to look at the charms. What does Kipper say about this? Listen, whatever you put your back into, you're about to boss up in ways. This is becoming the official person. Continue to work on it because you have that guiding light, spiritual light, love and light at your back. Yes, baby, the 2-2s goes to a 4, Emperor boss up mode, provider and protector, the spiritual quickening, understanding that you are protected and provided for. Continue to what? Make your work look effortless. Law 30 of the 48 laws of power. Continue to what? Work on the hearts, right? And mind of others, law 43, by doing the works. It doesn't matter what work you do, put effort in towards it because you are going into boss up mode. What's this? Try to run away. Yeah, babe. I love spirit. Leave the what? The rats, the dogs, and those that are what? Doppelganger cats, right? Being imprisoned by their thoughts. They're always thinking about you. And they too are under surveillance by a rat, a bottom feeder just like them. Yeah. Leave them enslaved, right? With the bad juju they wish for you. Spirit has a whole laundry list of things it's about to work in its life in the form of karma. Continue to what? Hold your emotions down. Don't get off your throne, divine feminines. Right? This is not the season. Continue to focus on your distant horizons as you come out of the DNS. Don't be anchored to what? Shapeshifters of the past. Right? The pet cemeteryites. They want you to be stuck. Right? Bound. You are an eagle. You fly above the storm on your good ship Lollipop. Take your spiritual whap on the road. Yeah. Because this is where you're going. I told you. A season of serendipity, fortunate events for you, divine feminine. This is about investments. If you're thinking about investing in properties and stuff, October, the later part of the year, October, November, December is the time to make those investments. The time when you're gonna boss up. On the financial side, I love the passive income because it brings choice. And it also gives you the ability to assist other big cats. Let me cut this fan off quickly. Let's see what me says about this, my subconscious. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Water energy. This is about you what? Becoming balanced. This is a refreshing time, knowing that you are being attractive, charming, right, and mysterious. Continue to keep your private shit private. Move in silence as only a big cat can, right? And what? Be mature of your emotions. Because the merchants of slander are plenty and afoot, with their forked tongue, right? All wearing a mask, nobody wearing a condom, full of what? STDs. On a drop of some bad luck. As I say, that is the karma. Be careful what you allow your cranium to hear, your ears. And as always, be the professor of the puzzle, the hermit. Research everything. If unsure, isolate yourself from the bad energy, right? And discern it. Said right again, didn't I? The devil is a liar. Because you're under surveillance. Sputnik, hillbilly investigations are being launched. They don't know how you're circumventing. They're not supposed to know. They're supposed to watch from the nosebleed section. Let's see what charms these were. Whenever I see the stalk, this reminds me of a new birth, a new beginning. But it also reminds me of what? Being between worlds, darling dears. As HEYOKA, you are between worlds. So you have to protect your energies. And if somebody is pregnant, you're going to find that you're having a girl. Protect your energies, right? Because spirit is at your back. Look at this, she's naive. You've got Ganesh. This is about abundance, darling dear. So nice and wanting you to get the message. Spirit gave it to you twice. Serendipity, a series of fortunate events are about to befall you, divine feminine. You're being rewarded for this DNS, this walk alone, right? Some of you are going to be gifted with the meeting of an emperor, someone on your levels, darling dear. Why? Because you found your Chiron, understood that you are the key to your healing. Divine feminine, such an auspicious reading. As we bask in the energy of the what? Spiritual quickening. As we celebrated Father God, the grace, the continued grace in our lives. 213 in the chat room. Namaste, big cats. Thumbs it up one time if you're enjoying the read. I need to go to one more deck before I push off, because I'm a busy cat. Final messages for Divine Feminine. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Divine timing. Yes, baby, your steps are in order. You are exactly where you need to be. It is also Father God Most High, Mother Isis reminding you, right, of your potential, right? Belief in self. Believe in yourself. Let go of what no longer serves you. You are Ibex. Tap in and turn up time. We also see a 17. 17 is what? Aquarius energy, darling dears. Star energy, having your dreams fulfilled, your vibration being raised. This also speaks about improvements in your health, making healthier choices. We already saw this. Mental health is your new wealth. Turn up season for you, divine feminine. Any more message before we push off? This one just did a flip-flop. Good golly and gosh, can it get any more luckier? Something is near completion. 10-10, right? Endings and beginnings, new cycles in your life. Renewal, rebirth from the ashes, baby. As only what? A phoenix, big cat, who is prototype, right? Knowing their worth, right? Tapping into the love and light that is being gifted to you by divine, leading with honesty at all times, shining that honesty to any area that may come with indecision. Why? Because it's ego. Everything God opposes, right? This also says completion. Keep working towards your goals. And if you are anything like me, big cat, I have many, many. Some call it a bucket list. I call it what? My vision board. What's on the base? Yes, baby. Spirit had to slide in to remind you again that you have those badass alchemist ways. As above, so below. Your table is set. Psalms 23:5. Never you forget that. You have all of the tools to create whatever you want. The number one speaks about a new beginning. Uno. Some of you are solo. Some of you have used the energy of what? Celibacy to co-create. This talks about manifestation, right? Infinite possibilities from Kitha to Malkuth. And again, Psalms 23:5. Divine Feminines. This is a beautiful read. 200 and was it 219 in the chat? On that note, I dropped in my. Oh, I've got something else I wanted to show you. Where is my thing gone? Where is it gone? Trying to hide things. Me trying to hide things from me. My coffee cup. Can you see the person here? Right? Let me come a bit closer. This is you, divine feminine. This is the angel, right? Whenever you see an angel, it speaks about good news in your love related areas where you direct your passions to. Between it, we see the sign of Aries, Emperor boss up mode, right? This angel, your guardian angels, have been what? Authorized by Father God Most High to bring you gifts, insurmountable, infinite possibilities, right? We also see here, let me show you. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see this. We've got the number 9, energy of the hermit, Virgo energy, self-improvement, self-examination. It's all because you understood self and broke the mold, broke out of a generational curse. Everything is at the top of this particular coffee cup because when you see a sign or a symbol at the top, it means it's happening now. So you need to continue to focus. Ask your guardian ancestral team at any time because you've been assigned the big guys, the ones that what? As you wish immediately. Yes, baby. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to show you what? The flame. The eternal flame has been lit for you, divine feminine. Yeah. Passion, intuition, willpower, drive, and determination. On that note, I've got to go. Toddle over to TeeSprings, toddle over to Patreon. Follow the link in the description box below if you want a shufti through my Amazon shop. If you require a personal read from me, please email me at frequencyphoenix555@gmail.com. Just saw 222 on the counter, darling dears. And you know, right? You are on the right path. This is a good omen. This is about you having found equilibrium as you co-create on this Malkuth. Love it. Posh clap, pinkies up. If you require a personal read from me, please email me at frequencyphoenix555@gmail.com. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Live in integrity, right? And feel the energy. Read the room, darling dear. You've been gifted with second sight. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat.